Self-care, I'm treating me right. Yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna be alright.
Hello, welcome to episode 2 of How's It Going, a comedy show about the anxieties of everyday life. My name is Sean Cooper, and I would like to begin by thanking RK Comedy Theater for presenting the show tonight. The recent stretch of nice weather we had is a great reminder to get outdoors and laugh at Arcade at the Oasis. Each Sunday, the safe and welcoming performance space in downtown Pittsburgh has a mix of different comedy shows and is currently on a sellout streak. Nice. Check the Arcade's website for upcoming shows and in-person class opportunities. And finally, please click the link below the video to donate and help support this awesome theater. I do have a quick update on my helpful rabbit from episode 1. Rabbit is back in action. Slight bandage on that ear. I was squeezing during that a little too hard during the intro last time. So I will try and take it a little easier on you this time, buddy. But we got to get to the theme of tonight's episode, which is self-care. I'm a big fan of this robe, super soft. And I just love the idea of becoming a better me. What future great decisions will I make? I could download an app that helps me meditate each day. It only takes 5 minutes to do. I could learn to bake bread or watch seasons 3 through 8 of The Simpsons even more because that is pure joy. The journey to a better you can just be an overall overwhelming experience. So with so many different categories to consider in your self-care plan, where's the best place to start? Helping us navigate all those possibilities, we have 7 hilarious improvisers that will be performing in short form games and sketches, and a stand-up set by the wonderful Brittany Alexis. Let's head on to our first game, Little Rabbit. Our first game for you tonight is called How's It Going? Whenever someone asks me that question, I know to make a mental note in my mind to just be as minimal with the response as possible. But thankfully, our performers are ready to let you in on all the details. So let's bring out Beth, Jocelyn, Matt, and Mike. Hey, everybody. Based off suggestions submitted from the audience before the show, they are going to let us know how they're doing. I'll be calling on them individually, gradually picking up the pace as we go. So let's give them some suggestions of emotions. So Beth, your emotion is going to be wanderlust. Jocelyn, your emotion will be embarrassed. Matt, your emotion is flabbergasted. And Mike, your suggestion is weird. Can we review the options starting with Beth?
Wanderlust.
Embarrassed.
Flabbergasted.
You're a little muted, Mike. There you go.
Weird.
Let's begin with Beth.
I want to go somewhere, like I'm finally allowed out of my house. And I'm like, let's just pack a picnic. Let's put it in the car and then never return. I want to leave my house forever, never return, stop paying rent, maybe live in a tree. I'm gonna live in a tree. I think that's just like...
Jocelyn.
So they said that I had to order the pizza, and I wanted to. I got over it, and I called, and when the person at the pizza place heard my voice, like I think I started turning bright red, and my flush started coming up into the top of my face, and I know they couldn't see me, and thank God they couldn't see me, but then I couldn't even get out what I wanted, and I just said, potatoes, please, and then I had to
Maddie,
get up.
You ever just start thinking about a TV show like early on in the day, and then you get home at night and you put on that TV show and it's the same episodes you were thinking about, and you just wonder, like, is somebody reading your thoughts? That's kind of how my brain works all the time. The whole concept of concepts, I think, kind of blows my brain away.
Mike.
Does your whole life just feel like a simulation? I don't know about anybody else, but I've been having, just like in the game Time Splitters 2, and the bad guys would just kind of warp in. They'd be like, "Oh." That's been happening, but not just with Time Splitters guys, with like people who are dead, my parents, the personifications of various anxieties I have.
Beth.
So then, like, I'm living in this tree, and then I think this isn't enough for me. My place wasn't enough for me, and then this tree isn't enough for me. We gotta go somewhere else. So then I like, let's go to the ocean. You know, I think that's gonna solve all my problems, because like I can go to the ocean and I can breathe and live,
Jocelyn.
and laugh.
And then I had to buy underpants, okay? And then you can't buy underpants online, because what if you don't like them? You know, you have to put them on with the liner in there. But you can't go into Kohl's and get them anyway, because then people are gonna see. Like, I don't want the person ringing me up to look at that package of Hanes and be like, her butt's gonna be in that, and they're gonna.
Maddie.
Okay, so it was me, Skids, Baron T, and Little Mikey M. And at this point, this is the second time that we got trapped in the submarine. And I keep thinking to myself, how do I get myself in these situations? It is just something. I mean,
Mike.
I have the sci-fi handgun, but they have the plasma laser rifle.
Beth.
And love, you know, like I just gotta live, laugh, and love. And I don't know, the ocean's so wet. Maybe I'll go somewhere else, you know?
Jocelyn.
And then, as if it wasn't bad enough, then I had to go use the bathroom at Kohl's, and then I opened the door and the assistant manager was right there. And what am I supposed to do?
Maddie.
okay, and then so I open the door and water starts just fleeking in. And I'm like, water's so wet, you know, but it's also a bathroom. I could go here.
And then the sci-fi handgun becomes my relationship with my parents. And I'm holding it and I'm looking at it. And I'm like, I turned dissociative because of your anxiety.
And
How am I?
Dean. Thank you guys so much. Woo. All right. So we're heading on to our next game, which is called TikTok Comfort Food. The simplest self-care to me is eating something you love, recreating the scents that filled your home growing up, or finding a new favorite food, or bringing together classics for a fresh take that can make those anxieties leave your brain for just a welcome couple seconds. And TikTok has proven there's comfort in watching people pull off some delicious and out of the ordinary recipes. For me, s'mores are a comfort food. And sometimes I picture like a s'mores lasagna, just like layers of graham crackers and endless chocolate bars, and maybe like a mix of a whole bunch of different marshmallows. It just makes me like feel better just even talking about it. But I have found 3 influencer videos that showed so much passion for their comfort foods. And I just had to share them with you. So let me put that first one on now for you.
All right, gang. Memorial Day is coming up. I've got all my friends coming over. So you know what that means? We're going to have my famous tangy tomato salad. So first off, you're going to have to get an entire can of Costco-sized tomatoes, right? You're going to open that up and dump it all over your kitchen counter. That's right. We're going to be having a feast for everybody. They're going to love it. And then you got to spread around all those tomatoes. And as soon as you do that, that's when you get a nice large jar of apple cider vinegar. It's going to be healthy. It's going to be great. So let's just open that up and we're just going to dump it all over our kitchen counter. Got to mix it in with your hands. Just got to work it into all the nooks and crevices of the tomatoes. And now here comes the mind-blowing secret ingredient. And that is Tang itself. That's right. That stuff that the astronauts all drink. We're going to be taking it to Mars with our guests. So just open that sucker right up and just, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I could just eat this right now. But you know what? We got to get our heat lamps on here and we got to let it marinate for at least 5 hours, no less, and just let it stew.
Oh man, that Tang edition. Let's start up our next video.
Hey fam, so today we are going to talk about how to make the wedding cake for the wedding that never happened. That's right, it's the pandemic cake. You're gonna start by preheating the oven. Try not to stick your head in it, fam. Okay, and then you're gonna make the batter. You're gonna need eggs, you're gonna need flour, and you're also gonna need the tears that you cry yourself to sleep every night with. When our cake comes out, we're gonna write a message in the icing. Mine says, "My fiance jogs a lot now." And then it's just time to enjoy, cry, watch Gilmore Girls, and save those tears for the cupcakes for the bridal shower you couldn't go to.
They do always tell you to save the tears for additional recipes later down the line. Let's throw in that. Let's cut to our final video.
Hi, friends. I know, like many of you, spending all this time alone has made you feel nostalgic for more simpler times, like when you were younger and you'd stay up all night playing video games with your friends. Well, have I got a recipe for you? See, me and my friends, we used to love to gather around the hearth known as the TV and play some Call of Duty. And while doing so, we'd eat Cool Ranch chips. The problem is there's a shortage. People have been taking it, putting it in their car. So instead, I'm going to be showing you how to make those Cool Ranch chips. First things first, they were out of everything cool, so I had to go down the street and pick up the Fonz. I brought him home, sliced him up, put him in a bowl. The next part was the ranch, and it was really hard to get a hold of that too. So I just went and found a cow.
Not the Fonz. I'm sure it tastes delicious though. And speaking of delicious, I brought my dreams into reality with a nice s'mores lasagna. So TikTok truly has been an inspiration. Thank you all so much for that game. But we're gonna head into our next game, Self-Care Summit. Self-care plan. That is a phrase I saw over and over researching for the show. And as I tried to understand it better, my anxiety just predictably and justifiably grew. There were websites that listed 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different categories for your plan. And it's not enough that there was no consensus on how many categories there were, but you're then tasked to like be accountable and grow across all of them. It's just way too much. So I would like to welcome you to the Self-Care Summit, a meeting of different organizations representing separate self-care categories. I've gotten questions from our virtual audience, and our panelists will prove why their method of self-care is the one you should be focusing on. Let's bring out our panelists. Can I have Beth, Brendan, Mike, and Morgan? Thank you all so much for joining the summit today. Beth, starting with you, can you tell us about the organization that you're representing today?
Yes, I represent Feelings and Paper. We're a journaling company.
Fantastic. Brendan.
Hello, I'm Brendan. I'm from the International Journal of Health Metrics. I'm here to make your tomorrow better by making your today as healthy as possible.
Nice. Mike?
Hello, my name is Mike Matson, and I'm here for Radical Somatic Mindfulness International Justice, or ISMAFUSH. And we're here to say that concentrating on yourself helps society.
Thank you very much. Morgan, what organization are you with today?
Yeah, I'm with Adult Emo Kids United. We deal with our problems as we always have. They're just bigger problems now.
They do just keep growing. And speaking of problems, we had our virtual audience reach out to us with some questions. So I'm going to begin with this question here. Our virtual audience would like to know how to quit having rage spikes. You know, you're in the middle of your day and all of a sudden that rage meter just fills. Beth, why don't we begin with you?
Yes. So what I'm going to say is you're going to take the nearest piece of paper, right? And you're going to make a little chart. You're going to make a chart. You're going to make a chart.
Chart it up.
Okay. And then the x-axis that you've drawn, that's time. And so in the morning, you're going to say, what's my rage at? And you're like, here, okay, cool. And then the next one, you're going to plot, that's where your rage is at. The rage is the y-axis. And then you're going to plot it here. And then you're going to plot it here. And then, oh no. You know, when you hit that rage spot and it's off the paper, you know that paper that you used and it's off the paper? That's when you're going to buy a journal with bigger paper so you can really fill in when your rage spikes, because we have expandable papers that go even higher when you're really, really rageful. And then you're going to have a mountain.
It would be so helpful to track that. That makes sense. You know, when it happens. Brendan, what are your thoughts on rage spiking?
Well, as a matter of fact, if you look at the article written by Haberful and Jones, they actually say that if one does at least 30 minutes of exercise followed by having 500 milligrams of vitamin D, that will actually reduce your serotonin levels to a point where the rage spikes, as one might colloquially call it, actually do not increase to dangerous levels in the middle of the day, thus resulting in much more even moods of at least 30 different participants. The significance of the results were astounding.
Thank you for bringing the studies to the panel. Mike, what can you tell us about rage spikes?
Well, as a mindfulness breath practitioner, I can tell you that rage isn't real. It's fake. And if you breathe for a long time in the specific way that I learned how to do it from like a guy on YouTube who knew a Buddhist once, then your rage will like go away. Or if it doesn't, then what you need to do is really dwell on it until it overtakes your entire being and you have a freak out.
Okay, that does sound like a release. Morgan, finally, you thoughts on rage spiking?
Yeah, I'm here to say my rage is definitely real, and I only know 1 to 2 ways to deal with it. And that's to listen to music where people scream a lot, and or throw yourself into a pit of people wailing themselves all over the place. The artist will only make a couple cents off your Spotify listens, but once the rage has left your system, you can definitely buy some merch, and it will remind you how to deal with your problems.
Oh, this was all wonderful advice for the rage spikes. I'm looking at a second question from our audience, and it's, how do I not like booze so much? I guess our questioner would like to kind of rely less on alcohol. Brendan, why don't you begin?
It's a very valid concern, of course. It's often found that imbibing alcohol shortly before going to sleep will reduce your sleep quality and thus your quality of life. So I've actually found in one of my own recent studies that subjecting test subjects to pictures of puppies when the urge for imbibing alcohol overwhelms them will actually reduce that biological need for their chemical dependence on alcohol.
Puppies to the rescue. Mike.
Well, the question you should be asking yourself is, what does the alcohol have to tell you about yourself? If you're drinking a lot, then you're not listening. The alcohol's like, hey, I have something to tell you. And you're like, I can't hear you. Glug, glug, glug. Keep talking. So shut up.
Right. Just got to cut out the noise. Morgan, your thoughts on quitting the booze?
Yeah, well, I completely understand. A lot of us in the emo community are straight edge. So we just deal with all of our feelings by listening to really dark music that goes along with it. Also, we like puppies too.
And finally, Beth, your thoughts?
Well, I just want you to know that Feelings and Paper has a special journal that you can purchase and write out all of your pro-con lists about alcohol. So if you want to fill in like tequila, yes, no, you can come up with reasons and then mark them here or here, and then you'll count it out, and then you'll just know how many shots to take at the end.
I always lose track of the shots along the way, so thank you. We
You
do
miss
have
all
one.
the shots you don't take, Sean.
I'm gonna write that one down. I've never
In
heard
a
that
journal?
before. In a journal. I will. I'll talk to you after the summit. Thank you. We do have one last question from our virtual audience, and that would be, how can I achieve actual identification? I'm so sick of just treat yourself. So Mike, we'll begin with you. How can we get above treat yourself?
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, the question was, how can we achieve actual identification above the material goods?
Wow, what a question.
I know.
Well, as somebody who is not a material being, I can say that, like, just stop. Stop it, you dumbass.
Tough love is the best way to go sometimes, for sure. Morgan, thoughts?
Yeah, well, if you need an identity, I have one for you. Emo kid / adult. And it's not technically a material good because you're not treating yourself. You're actually in a really dark place. Buy some Taking Back Sunday t-shirts, wail in your sorrow, and there's an identity for you.
Wonderful. Beth, your thoughts?
Well, I sell a very special journal where it's the identification journal, and it has I am and a blank. And you can fill it out kind of like a Mad Lib, like if you're just like, okay, noun, someone give me a noun.
Dog.
Okay. And that's it. You're a dog. That's your identification.
Oh, I can feel the change happening. But before I commit to that, Brendan, your final answer.
Of course. Well, I happen to be working with one of my graduate students on a paper in which, of course, I'm first author, but the graduate student is hooking up fMRIs to our brains, and we're actually able to record the sum total of your being just based on your thoughts alone. And really, what are we, but if not our own thoughts?
Wow, what a revelation for the end of the summit. I thank you all so much for your time. Hopefully Mike will break out of his trance before we need to leave the building, but
I am a real Buddhist, you dick.
Fair enough, sir. Thank you all, and I will see you at the 2022 summit. And scene. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. We have had such a blast up to this point, but up next, we're bringing it to another level. We have a stand-up set from an arcade comedy theater favorite. Her ability to make us laugh is a form of self-care. And as they say, laughter is the best medicine. So ladies and gentlemen, Brittany Alexis.
Hello.
Woo!
Yay!
Very excited to be here, mostly because I have been freestyling life a lot, and I'm just glad to see I'm making it day to day. So this is it's fantastic. So I'm Brittany Alexis. If you heard my name and thought that I was going to be a white girl, I am here to tell you that you would be incorrect. Yeah. However, if you heard my name and thought she probably has bought a lot of Ray done during the pandemic, you would be 100% right. It's gotten wild. It has gotten really wild. I get it though. Brittany Alexis sounds like someone who's about to issue an Instagram apology video that does not include the words "I apologize" anywhere in it. I'm doubling down all the way because I look like I have a lot of Kohl's cash. So I'm right there with you. Right there with you. It's weird. These times are weird. And I will admit, I do have a lot of Kohl's cash. I should be honest. I do, but that is mostly because I'm going for like a mid-level Karen type look. The kind who's like, look, I'm not here to cause any kind of problems. I do, however, need to speak to your supervisor because online it said that you would take my 2020 coupon, but now in the store you're saying something different. And look, I don't care that your graphic designer got laid off last year. It says one thing on the website. You're telling me something different here. That's fraud. And I can call the AG. But you decide. Just practicing for when I go back into real life. Because that's who I'm gonna. No, I'm not. But things are going interestingly. Let me tell you that I've been having a hard time adjusting in the pandemic. And I think part of it is because it's hard for me to accept the fact that, last year I was, regularly staying out past 1 a.m. doing fun things. And this year I actually care about the burn time of candles. It's hard. It's not the same. And I'm trying to do self-care. I'm trying to do things that are going to help me. But I'm not going to say my self-care strategies are always the best. Like one thing that I turned to during the pandemic was trolling online. I went right back into it. And I'm not going to say it's great for everyone else. It's really good for me because I'll argue with anyone. I don't care if you're wrong. You need to know you're wrong. But it's probably not good for everyone online. And I say that partially because I'm pretty sure I gave Ronald McDonald a complex. So, more than confident about that. And it's a lot easier to do than you would think. So a little backstory. I tweeted out recently, it's always the McRib is back. It's never the McRib is good. Which a factual statement. It's not a joke. Within 20 minutes, a verified McDonald's account was in my Twitter mentions calling me by my full government name. So it's they were not loving it, did not enjoy my statement of fact. Maybe, I was thinking maybe I should like change my name to Wendy's though, because clearly, I've got the beef and the Twitter fingers. So, but yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So I tried to like back off of like, trolling online, and I tried to get back into like thinking, which is not a good thing that I should be doing, because it goes from like things that are good for the greater good to like nefarious, like scar type stuff. And here's an example, right? So for instance, one of the good things is like, I was thinking like, the pros and cons of mask wearing. Like the pros, you can catfish people in person, like go live your best life. That is fantastic, right? Like you have people who are actually willing to risk it all for half of a face, and it's great. Myself, I've been dating this guy for 8 months. He does not know that I have a mustache, and I intend to. So it's fantastic. Now on the con, but also a pro, and this is where I might lose some of you. But you can pass gas with impunity, like anywhere, uncharted territory, like in elevators. Like that's how crazy it's getting. Because the thing is, if somebody's not wearing a mask and they smell it, that's on them. You smelt it, you dealt it. If they are, you can just create a complex in that person. Like, is it your breath? I don't know, man. Sounds like a personal problem. So maybe I shouldn't think of like solutions for everyone. I've also been really introspective during this time. One of the things that I was thinking about a lot is how I'm pretty sure I started stand-up comedy to justify how much I talk to myself. It makes a lot of sense. And I kind of realized that about halfway into the pandemic when I had a full-on argument with a bottle of hand sanitizer that disrespected me. So I was like, you know what? Like, do you feel good about yourself when you do that? And I thought to myself, like, in this moment, this is weird. However, if I make it into a joke, like it's totally acceptable. So here we are. I would say thank you for validating that experience. But I'm about to get out of here, but I do want to leave you guys, on a good note. Because if there's anyone out there who's single and looking, I know times are hard, but you have the opportunity to slow down. And I can tell you right now, you're never too much for the right person. And I know this for a fact because I've watched every single episode of TLC's My Strange Addiction, and all of those women have husbands. So go get your man, or woman, or like go be yourself. I'm Brittany Alexis. It's been really fun.
Thank you so much, Brittany. I feel like even a little more relaxed now. Like I could just get down and breathe a little easier in my night gear. But we can't just stop the show completely. So we are gonna keep going on with our next game. It's Watch Again. Starting a new series has become a little bit exhausting. You have to meet new characters, learn town dynamics, and hey, what's going on in that abandoned cracker factory at the edge of town? And can I find out before season 3, please? Please. We return to our favorite shows time and time again because we know the twists that are coming, and it's a space that we're comfortable in. John and Jocelyn will be performing in a scene, and occasionally I will pop on and say pause and call out a television show or movie provided by our audience. The scene then continues with the attitude or dynamic of the show, but because I am way too broke from buying self-care products to pay for ad-free streaming, I will occasionally be holding up this remote and saying ad break. At that time, Maddie's gonna come on the screen, and after the commercial, we'll pick back up with the scene. Got it? Good. Me too. So we're going to begin with a relationship for Jocelyn and Jonathan, and that suggestion is optometrists. So optometrists. Begin.
Megan, I need you to. Oh.
I apologize. We're going to start with Freaks and Geeks as the show.
Megan, I know you're distracted by like drama, but I need you to look at the lens. Just look at it.
Like, okay, I can't because he was staring at me funny, right? Like, I know that he's my patient and I know that he was in front of me and I know it was his exam time, but there was some awkward eye contact that was made like through the machine. God,
Megan, do you know what appointment you're at right now?
I'm in my optometrist office.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you're talking a lot like I'm your therapist.
I thought you were my best friend optometrist.
I'm your best friend when I'm not working. I can't be your best friend when I'm working. If I was your best, I'd have to be best friends with all my patients.
I'm gonna go smoke.
Freeze. Mrs. Doubtfire.
And I'm really stressed at home because my wife just left me and she took the kids, and I need an idea. I need something to do to potentially maybe get her back or win my kids over or stick it to that jackass of a stepfather.
No, I'm glad that you came to me because I was worried that you were just going to be out there doing your optometrist thing and not tell me all about the fact that your marriage is splitting up. But I have a great idea. We got these new shades in. We just put 15 different kinds of sunglasses on you, okay? Montage.
Ad break.
You're muted.
And on you. Bring back in, and Law and Order is the show.
Megan, I don't know how many times I've told you this, but I fired you.
Okay. You don't fire me, the chief fires me, okay? And we all know where the chief is, and that's on vacation.
Yeah, I know. And while he's gone, I'm interim chief of the optometrist doctor's office.
Yes, and I take care of New York's most heinous eye diseases.
Yeah, you want to, but you don't have the experience. You don't have the gall.
Oh, I had experience when you were...
Ad break.
I have experience to give you, and if you want it and I've got it, then there's only one thing to do. That's call my helpline, 1-800-GET-HELP. Because that's what I'm here. My name's Richie Help, and that's what I do. So give me a call if you want. Later.
Resume 90-Day Fiance.
Megan, I know that you are looking for a distraction for your boy problems, and I know that you're taking it out on me here. So why don't we do this? Why don't I introduce you to some men?
But if you listen, his name is Alistair. He lives in Beirut, and I swear to God, he's coming.
Okay, honey, love, dear, look at the profile picture. Is it abs? Is it just abs? Is there no face?
Yeah, of course it's just abs. Like, why would I care about anything else?
Okay, because I'm pretty sure that's just a picture of Channing Tatum.
Freeze. Princess Bride.
And
I won't listen to it another minute.
doth not know how to listen to me tell you that you need to find someone real.
Maybe one day when you know what true love is like, when you've looked that farm boy right in the eyes and felt his hands on the cow's udders.
I have felt his hands on the cow's udders, and I had it stolen away. How dare you? How dare you?
Ad break.
Are you a cow who needs love? Moo. Well, come on to uttersonly.com, where you can utter a sentence and find true love. That's what cows are all about, loving in utters. And so Yeah, download the app if you have a phone. If you're a cow, ask a farmer. Udders only.
And final show, My Strange Addiction.
I'm addicted to you and I can't help it anymore.
Wow, wow, that's so weird because I was gonna say I just ate our new shipment.
Oh, how could you?
Crunchy
And
crunch slap.
Thank you guys so much. Up next, we have Catfishing Your Therapist.
Oh, hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Oh, Dr. McElfresh, I think you might be muted. It's our first video call.
Hey, Mary, how's it going? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's been going very good, as you know.
So you've told me.
Yeah. I've been working a lot on my Starbucks addiction and also my breakup with Todd.
Great. Those are two really strong things that we talked about. So you said Rod, right? Let's talk about him for a second.
Did you just forget his name for a second? That's my ex-boyfriend. That's the most important person in the world to me. I mean, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
No, I said Todd. Clearly. So let's obviously he's important to you.
Yeah, not as much now, but he definitely was at one point.
Right. Definitely was at one point. Yeah, I'm sorry. Usually I've got my notes in a different place. I'm not used to the camera set. I'm just a little getting used to things. Anyway, hey, so you've had Starbucks how many times this week?
Just once.
Okay, good. That seems strong. How does that make you feel? I like that. What is it? What do you see in your dreams? Is this some kind of warrior, eagle, bear? It's in my notes. Work with me. That's you, right?
Yeah, I think the warrior eagle turtle bear. I have a couple spirit animals going. I know, but yeah, I feel like my best warrior eagle turtle bear.
Great. Awesome. I'm excited for you about that. Listen. Oh, did you need to take a call? No, it's fine.
Sorry.
I was gonna check the score of the game if we were gonna. But never mind. So no, okay. we're doing a thing. We're talking. We're rolling. Listen. I've got some thoughts. I've written them down. All right. Number one. I think, personally, if you're doing so well at one cup, why don't you go ahead and have a second one? Reward yourself.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. But like I said, everything within moderation, right? Like if we start to have maybe 4 or 5 within an hour, maybe you call a buddy, maybe you call your favorite doctor. He comes on down. We have a coffee. We're talking, maybe We're talking about that loser Rod. We say how ugly he is, how he's under 6 foot, and how your doctor's 6'3". Maybe we go on just a quick walk down to that park you like. I think it has something to do with a turtle. Wait. You were saying something.
It's just that Todd just texted me.
Okay.
And I feel like I know where you're going with this, and now I'm caught between two people, and I really need a coffee.
Well, okay. Here's what I want to do, and I'm going to need your trust.
Okay.
Read me Todd's message.
Okay. It says, "Hey, I still have a few
Enough.
of your."
I've heard enough. I need you to dictate this and respond back. Okay. Exactly as I say it. I'm a master at this. Trust me.
Okay.
Todd.
Todd.
Stop.
Stop.
I'm out. Stop.
I'm out. Okay.
Seeing
I said all
New
that.
Hampshire doctor.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh.
This is just to make him jealous. This is just for the thing. It's just for the thing.
Okay. But he did just ask if I want to go to Starbucks, which is a pretty tempting offer. I know I've been doing so well.
All right, we got it. All right. Just okay. Let's do a quick breath. Quick doctor patient breath. Yeah, it's the rapid exhale that really breaks out the demons. I think that we can work through this. Okay, what's going to happen is really on you, but I feel as though you should find a new therapist.
Insane. Thank you guys so much. All right, up next, we have silver linings. Feeling bad or sad about a situation, it's a valid form of self-care. It's a difficult one to do, but it is helped if you have a good support system to listen and let you talk it out. But unfortunately, it's hard to vent when your support system isn't letting the message sink in. So 3 players are going to be in the scene. Brendan is going to be confiding some problems that the audience has suggested to him to his 2 friends, John and Beth. John is going to be offering the silver linings in Brendan's situation, being overly optimistic. And Beth is going to be in a pain Olympics with Brendan, offering insight into how her life is actually worse. So Brendan's isn't that bad by comparison. So we're just going to join them in this scene. Let's begin.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Mark.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
How's it going, bud?
Bud.
I
Buddy
know,
of ours.
Buddy friendship.
Oh, buddy bear, how's it going?
How's it going, buddy bear?
I know I was supposed to meet up with you guys last week, and I get that you're mad about it, but here's the thing, guys. Last Saturday, I was abducted by aliens. And so that's why I couldn't meet you guys for a board game night and couldn't bring my famous pasta salad. There's a lot. And I feel bad. I feel bad about
Well,
it.
you shouldn't feel bad. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity that you got to experience that not many other human beings get to partake in.
Wow, I guess that's one way to look at it, but I just didn't want it to happen to me, you know? It's one of those things that happen to other people.
Hey, don't you worry, because like I mean, like I also got abducted by aliens once, and like I feel like yours was like a real rapid turnaround. Like mine took months, you know? like I'm missing a kidney and like it sucks. You know what I mean? So like you got all your body parts?
So far as I know, they
Like
did.
you would know. You would know. I know from my personal experience.
Wow, Brittany, that's crazy. That's wow. I was feeling bad because like I could almost see all of Earth underneath me. I was having this huge existential crisis. Like, I'm just a small dot on there, and that's oof.
I mean, buddy, that's getting that kind of perspective. That's so beneficial. Think of all the things you can think about now, and things that you know. I'm sure you know what you want to do with the rest of your life now. Having been through something like that's such an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm shocked they let you keep your eyes open. Like, I mean, I don't even remember 2017. You know what I mean? Like, that was not a year for me.
I was going to ask where you went that year. I thought you just did a summer abroad.
No, that was the year.
Oh.
That was
Surprised
the
you hadn't
year.
heard about it. She talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. The other thing that all this mess did, I managed to miss my Twitch stream, and let me tell you,
Oh.
the other guys in my esports team, they are pissed at me. Yeah, I'm the kind of their top player, and yeah, no.
Well, let me tell you right now, buddy, they were awful without you. And there's no way they would ever get rid of you because of this, because you were so integral to that team. I couldn't imagine a worse situation.
Yeah, like I mean, like I had so much like stock in Bitcoin, and I was also thinking like I was gonna go to the like esports Olympics in South Korea. And like, let me tell you, like that was 2017, and like if you miss out, like somebody else is gonna get your Bitcoin, and somebody else is gonna take your spot in South Korea. And you're like, but I'm so good at Kingdom Hearts too. And they're like, we don't care. And I'm like, I was trapped off of Earth and I don't even know where, you know? So like, hey, you're back. They'll like let you back. It's like you took a nap, really.
Wow,
Slept through one practice, you know?
that does help put it in perspective, you guys. Like, here I was thinking like, oh my God, my bros are gonna totally abandon me, and you know, my girlfriend Claire, she's one of those Twitch bloggers and beauty bloggers, and she kind of made this whole entire like diss track on just the fact that I wasn't there for her on Saturday, and
Buddy bear, buddy of ours. We've something we need to tell you, which is that you deserve so much better. That she was so mean to you behind your back, and we know that you will meet such a delightful, caring, intelligent, creative, pretty, smart, funny, intelligent, creative person again.
Yeah. Honestly, I have to agree.
Thank you guys so much. For our final game tonight, we bring you tarot readers. Two friends have opened up their tarot reading abilities to the neighborhood, hoping to help them with issues large and small. Mike and Jocelyn will be our tarot readers on screen for the whole time, and other performers that you've seen tonight will come in one at a time to get their reading. So let's begin with the first reading.
So ready to do porch readings, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hi. Is it too early?
No, it's just on time. I knew you were coming. I felt intuitive today.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Listen, madame, sir.
I'll take it.
Um, I have an issue, you see. Um, I have this problem where my window, you see, faces the street, and when I go to change, I like a nice cross breeze. But I don't. But people are now seeing me nude and not enjoying the show. Apparently, any help to solve this problem?
This is the card that was speaking to me, and it's death. And what this means really is not death. It is just the end of a journey. And I think that your neighborhood nudity journey should maybe just come to an end.
Yeah. And I just want to make it known that the traditional deck of 52 playing cards is based on the tarot. So that being said,
No one thinks less of you, Mike.
that being said,
Okay.
5 of clubs. So what that means, there are 5 things you can do.
Okay. Oh, well, that sounds way more optimistic than death.
Well,
I mean death.
all 5 of the options are death. So
Different endings, man. Different endings.
different endings each time.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of them involve me being nude, at least?
You're gonna have to come back and pay another $5 for that.
Okay. Maybe next time. I got some thinking to do, and hopefully not too many train tracks to walk next to.
Fine.
Goodbye.
Maybe. Okay.
Namaste.
Ooh.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So as you guys know, I'm a really big Animal Crossing fan, and I've been trying to get the coveted Audie to my island. So first of all, I'd like to know, can it ever happen? And second, if you guys know anything about when the 2.0 update is coming out, just drop a hint.
Justice would be crafting more than one item at one time, and justice would be any villager that you want coming to your island. But unfortunately, this justice is telling me that no male villagers are coming to your island.
Okay, I can live with that.
I just want to reiterate that the 52 deck of cards is based off of the tarot.
It's marginally the same.
This is the Joker, and it's a hyena because these are animal-based playing cards. So what that means is that Animal Crossing is the game that you're playing, and that particular villager, he's not coming. It's a different one. It's a hyena.
2.0 update. Hyenas as villagers.
Okay, well, I'm going to take that back to Reddit, and I'll see you guys later.
Please do. All right. This is going great.
Hello, I need the assistance of a couple of high-level diviners.
That is exactly what we are. Please lay your problems upon our porch.
I need your guidance. I have a weekly D&D game, and I just can't help but just make my character shine over everybody else. It's all got to be about me, but I know that I'm just making it terrible for everybody. So help me out. What can I do?
What spoke to me is the 9 of Swords and the Empress, which means that clearly you are not shooting too high. You could shoot higher, and you could be the Empress in your D&D landscape and universe, and that's probably the only thing you can choose to do. Or you could take 9 swords and plunge them 9 times into each of your 9 fellow players' bodies. And then you would have control of the campaign. It's up to you, really.
I would like to reiterate, this is basically a tarot deck.
Yeah, it's
And I'm going to do 2 cards too.
That's
So
not a contest.
The one card is, this is a 10 of clubs, and this is the Joker. And as you can see, it's a hyena. So what that means is that your character is going to be a shapeshifter, and he's going to turn into a hyena. The 10 of clubs, there's 10 players that will join the game. Or wait, no, never mind. Those are diamonds. Sorry.
It's totally it's a good way to read. You know, I think it's good.
The diamonds mean your character's gonna get rich. So there you go.
Empress, like we said.
I am totally going to take over the game and then eventually run it myself.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I've never done this before, but I saw the Facebook event and I thought, get yourself out there,
for like
girl.
3 days.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I've been having this problem where my refrigerator is just full of empty boxes, and I can't remember if I put them there or somebody else put them there, and I don't know. I don't want to move them in case they're like ghost boxes. So
Yeah, Jocelyn, we're equally talented. However, this time I'd like to go first. This is the 3 of spades. It's so. It means
That's
there are.
what it means.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
Thank you for your expertise. Are you?
There are 3.
sir?
I'm overcome with the auguring, the prophecy. There are 3 boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even remember the card anymore.
I don't either.
Did you hold it up, sir? I don't remember it.
It's 3 of spades. There's 3 boxes in the fridge. Spades is for, I don't know, digging. Go ahead, Jocelyn.
Wow. Well, you just threw all of my karma and intuition like over to the side and pulled it back, much like a whiplashing car accident. With 3 of coins. Similar to 3 of spades, okay? And I'm just gonna say it that it is.
Wow.
But in this case, the coin is the coin that is being spent on the food, which your roommate is night eating.
Whoa.
And they were also raised in a barn and don't know to throw trash away.
I don't know how you know Jessica, but I'm gonna go have a talk.
These cards say
Please.
one thing to me, really, and it's fuck Jessica. What?
Night after night, day after day, I come home to my betrothed, my lovely Jimmy.
Oh.
After a long day at work, I come home to him, and you know what he has done? Do you know what crimes he has committed? He has mismatched all of my collector novelty socks. And I am at my wit's end with this man. I will end him if I have to, unless you can help.
I was picturing, wait, I'm sorry, Mike, are your cards speaking to you? Is there anything that your regular playing card deck would like to say? I don't want to take over the conversation. You know, this isn't my fortune telling porch, it's our fortune telling porch. Okay, fine.
They're not speaking to me. You go ahead.
Knave of coins, okay, is obviously Jimmy, right? There's no telling me that this is not.
Looks like the bastard himself.
It is the bastard himself. And oh, I already pulled that card tonight. And the kid, and here is you. Look at these 2 handsome.
I think you made me understand what I need to do to fix this situation.
He only
Thank you.
Scene. Everyone, come back on screen. Thank you so much. We did it. Come on back and wave. Yes. Thank you to my wonderful co-producer, Sarah Morgan, for helping bring this together each month. Please click the link below to donate. Thank you to these wonderful performers who absolutely crushed it. And we can't wait to see you again. Catch you on the next episode.
Yes.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about all the
Is it over?